Hi, my name is Mio Yokoi, and welcome to my channel. But before we begin, I would just like to say that if you're someone who is sensitive to the idea of health concerns or are grieving, um, this might not necessarily be the channel or the journey that you may want to follow along with me. This is originally a channel that was created for my podcast that I created in 2019 called Life Stuff 101. And until recently, I worked as a registered psychotherapist and still believe in the importance of mental health as something that should be incorporated into our overall health. And what you'll find if you're interested in listening are some of the highlights from that particular podcast. But now it's taking a little bit of a different turn. This is now a channel that's going to focus on a journey. It's going to focus on my journey, my health journey of a diagnosis that I had recently received, as recently as 2 weeks ago. And I'm at the beginning of this particular journey, and I have been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic incurable cancer. And while the prognosis is still unknown and probably will be unknown for some time, I am doing my best and will do my best to be around for as long as possible, to be on the higher end of the prognosis, and to have as much quality as possible. So, with that said, what I wanted to do was to start documenting my journey and to tell my story. That being one reason that there's something within me where clearly this is not the story of everyone who may necessarily have this diagnosis, but this is my story and my journey, and I just wanted for it to be able to live on. And this is where I'm hoping that it will be able to do so. The second reason why I wanted to document, I guess, or have this as part of a legacy of sorts, is that there's now one thing I know for absolutely certain these past, especially having been grappling with all these new changes and my new reality for the last 2 weeks. And that is that love and care is the most important thing. That's the one thing I know for sure. That true love and care that we can have for one another and for ourselves is so, it's the most important thing. And I hope that through telling my story, that there will be ways in which for me to be able to keep talking about that, or for people to maybe have that as part of their lives right now. Because I know, and I've been there, where your life, distractions and frustrations and resentments and things could be so upsetting, and you can find different reasons why things aren't fair, and to be upset with the people in your life. But undoubtedly, I'm hoping that there are people that you love and care for in your life who care and love you too. And what I have learned these past 2 weeks is how much I'm loved and how much I'm cared for, and it's been mind-boggling. But like I mentioned, I want to be able to spread this idea, the fact that, as cheesy as it might sound, that love and care true loving care, authentic loving care that we can have for one another is so really important. So, you know, I hope that you come along, if you've listened so far, that you come along for the journey with me and the folks in my life who I love and care for and who love and care for me. And perhaps you'll be one of those folks as well. There's, I don't think, enough folks that you can love and care for and who can love and care for you. If you'd like to support the channel and us in some way, if we can get to at least 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers or more, we'd be able to monetize the channel, which will help us. My husband and I were both small business owners. I am no longer able to work. I am now a professional patient and full-time YouTuber, for what it's worth. And anything that can help ease the pressures, to allow me to be able to be around as long as possible with as much quality as possible is something that we're aiming to do. And financial pressures is a reality. It's one of them. And should you be so generous to go even one step further than that, I do have a Patreon, and if you would like to be a patron, to give a monthly donation of whatever makes sense for you, it would be I would be so incredibly grateful. And there are also other ways of supporting us that you will see in the comment section, in each of the videos, and certainly in this one below. But those things are just, if they happen to work out, or if it's something that that helps us, that's great. But that's not the reason that I'm doing this. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to tell my story, and I want to be able to let people know the importance, the true, incredible importance of love. And that perhaps you will consider becoming one of the heart people. So the people in my life who love and care for me and who I love and care for, I consider to be my heart people. And even if you don't do any of those things, just please, please, please show love and care to the people that you love and care in your life. But at any rate, thank you if you have come if you watched up until this point, and if you're following along on this journey, it'd be very much appreciated. And thank you so much.